and welcome to my 2012 favorites. I wasn't sure whether I should film this video or not. I've been kind of like on the fence about it, but then I asked out on Twitter whether anyone would be interested, and a couple of you did say just go ahead and do it, so I thought, alright. First product is foundation. This is the Bobbi Brown Skin Foundation. I've had this for quite a while now. I actually took this with me as I went traveling, so even though you can't tell, it's probably about 3/4 empty now. It suits my skin tone really well. If you're curious, I am in, it's in Japanese, Sando. So it's in sand, which is okay. It suits me quite well if I'm slightly darker in summer. It's a little bit on the darker side in winter, but hardly noticeable, so I just roll with the punches. But if I was to buy this again, which I will, when this runs out I'm definitely going to purchase it again, I will probably go a shade up because I can just readjust the color with my face powder. Speaking of face powder, this is awesome. Maybelline's Dream Matte Powder. Even though I have probably tried some of the most luxurious of powders, this is probably my favorite because it is so silky, so smooth. I used it for about 2-3 weeks straight when I was trialing it out and I loved it so much, but I'm not using it right now because I'm really trying to be good and use up all the other powders that I have. I'm in the color Light 4-5. Next is blush, and I unfortunately don't think you can get this in Australia because I kind of got this when I was in Europe. This is Manhattan Powder Rouge in Apricot. It's a peachy apricot-y color. It's what I'm wearing right now, and it's the only color I got from this range, so I was very lucky with picking this out. It suits my skin tone really well. I feel like it just gives my face a nice warm glow. I think you can only get this in Europe though, and I'm really sad when I eventually finish it, which I'm pretty sure I will finish this. I'll be really sad because I can't repurchase it again. And then the last face product is going to be highlighter. If you've been watching my Book of Fables chapters, then you've seen this in countless of videos. It's the Canmake Highlighter. It's a white shimmery powder. It is so great and it's so long lasting, as in that I've had this probably since I started making videos, and it has a pretty significant dent in it now, which I am quite proud of, but it's still not even hit pan. And it was probably not that expensive. Canmake products in Japan are not that expensive. But if you're looking for something more natural, then I would recommend the NYX Mosaic Powder in Highlighter, which was my favorite, very subtle highlighter. I think it rivals many high-end products. Believe me, I have tried a lot of high-end highlighters, and I would still go back to the NYX Mosaic Powder. I just don't have one right now because I finished mine up, and I'm kind of on this thing where I don't want to keep repurchasing products if I have so many others to finish. It's called being economical. Okay, so remember when I said it was my last face product? I lied. This is my last face product. It is Bobbi Brown's Creamy Concealer, and it is all finished now. I've completely finished it up, but I still have a little bit of the powder left, which I'm trying to use up. The powder is not that great. I'm just kind of a stickler for trying to finish everything up. The concealer though is amazing, so creamy, so soft, and everybody on YouTube raves about it, so you must go and try this out. It is definitely worth every single cent, and I'm definitely going to have to repurchase this. Okay, now I have finished face products, and now we move on to eyes. First one is eye primer, which is by NARS Smudge Proof Eyeshadow Base. This is a great eyeshadow primer. How I knew this was a really great eyeshadow primer. We were in Inverloch over the weekend earlier last year, and I got up at 4 AM to do my makeup for a video, which I'll link down below if you're very curious. And I kept my makeup on the whole day because I was really lazy. And then by about 11:30, when I was about to take my shower, I had to take my makeup off, and I realized my eyeshadow, my blush had faded, my mascara had kind of gone down here, but my eyeshadow was really great. It was still just as pigmented and crisp and clean as it was in the morning. So that's how I know this is awesome eyeshadow primer. It's just kind of really expensive. And next is eyeshadow. So I know this is kind of cliche. They appear in all sorts of favorites video because they're that great. I don't know really what I can say about them that you haven't already heard from every single beauty YouTuber out there already, but these are great. If you don't own these, if you haven't tried these, then you must, because you do not know what you're missing out on. They are great selection of neutrals, great for everyday, evening, very versatile, great for travel. The pigmentation is amazing. What else can I say? If I had to pick one, I think it really depends on your skin tone. Warmer, cooler. If you're looking for something a little bit more budget, then I recommend this, the NYX Single Eyeshadow. More specifically, I recommend the one in black because this is probably the best black eyeshadow I've ever tried. It is very pigmented, and black generally is a very versatile color. It works as an eyeliner, smoking out your eyes. I'm sure there are many other uses for it. Lip color? Yeah, that's not a very good reason, but I'm sure there's lots of reasons, and for like $4, you can't go wrong. If you need any more convincing, this is 10 trillion times better than the MAC Carbon eyeshadow, which I have and hate, but I keep to remind me how bad it is, so I appreciate eyeshadows like this. So the other one is this is a little tiny one, but the Lancome Hypnose mascara. I only have a little one right now because this came as like a free gift with purchase. The bigger ones have kind of a curvy sort of shape, and I don't have one on me because I'm trialing new mascaras all the time, and it doesn't seem logical to have a $30 or $40, however much it is, mascara that I love and not really get to use it, because once you open it, they only last for like 3 months. But if you are looking for a high-end mascara, I really do recommend it. It is very volumizing, very thick, gives you very beautiful lush lashes, and what else could you want in a mascara? Now I'm going to talk about lip products. I don't really wear lipsticks very much because I tend to eat and snack a lot, and the idea that I am eating kilograms of lipstick kind of grosses me out a little bit, so I try and keep it simple. But I do have to recommend the YSL Glossy Stains because these are so pigmented, moisturizing, and easy to wear even when you are a grazer like me. These leave a lovely stain on the lips. You can apply them, leave it for 10-15 minutes, wipe off the gloss, and you've got this really great stain, which you can eat on and you don't eat the stain, from my experience. So for someone who doesn't like wearing lipstick, I sure like a lot of lip balm. They all have their own purposes, I swear. I'm not some weird lip balm hoarder person. This is the Maybelline Baby Lips in Berry. I use this as a day-to-day lip balm to keep my lips hydrated because I tend to suffer from dry, chapped lips. And then this is the Elizabeth Arden 8-Hour Lip Balm. I use this every night before I go to sleep. Very moisturizing, and so when I wake up in the morning the next day, my lips are still very hydrated. And then this just has to get a mention. This is the Dior Lip Glow, which is what I'm wearing right now. Basically, it is just a standard lip balm, but it gives a little bit of color to your lips, so it kind of looks like you might be wearing some lipstick, don't know. And I don't know, I guess the idea of eating this is not as gross as eating lipstick, which is still gross, but I justify it in my head somehow. I'm going to talk about skincare now. This is the Bobbi Brown Soothing Cleansing Oil, and it is my most favorite of all cleansing oils right now. I've tried quite a few of the Shu Emura cleansing oils. Sorry if I butchered that name. I try, and I still could go back to this. I still much prefer the Bobbi Brown cleansing oil. In Australia, I think they go for like $60, and I would even pay Australian prices for this because it is that good. It just melts all your makeup off with just a few pumps. It's great. There's no scent. My skin doesn't feel tight, dry, anything. It just leaves my skin feeling normal. So I love it, and I will repurchase it. This is the Lancome Cleansing Water. I don't know how to pronounce the French name. I've been through probably 5 or 6 bottles of this now. It's great at getting the very last bit of makeup off if your whole cleansing process didn't work, which I have a pretty extensive cleansing ritual, and I would be surprised if this could still pick up makeup, but sometimes, on the rarest of occasions, it still does. It's very easy to use, very soothing on the skin, and I just love using it. So the next product has appeared in everybody's and their mother's video. It is the Bioderma. I probably use this a little differently from most other people because I don't use it as a full face makeup remover. I prefer using oil-based makeup removers because I feel like they do a better job at getting rid of everything. But despite my extensive cleansing ritual, is that creepy and make it sound like it's a ritual? I still get like little black smudges just on my lower lash line, probably from my mascara and eyeliner. How I used to get rid of that is dipping cotton bud in moisturizer and then just rubbing it off here. But if the eye cream gets in your eye, so painful. But if this gets in your eye, which I'm not recommending to pour it in your eyes, but I'm just saying that if this does get in your eye, it's fine, no pain at all. and now that is exactly what I use it for. So the next product is Garnier's hand cream. I actually suffer from eczema, and I can get dry patches on my face or on my neck just very randomly, especially when I'm stressed, but it does come pretty random. And I do have ointment especially for my eczema, which I do apply if it gets really bad. But if it's not too bad, I try to avoid doing that just because the ointment's not very good for your skin in the long term. And I use this, and this works amazingly well. It is very good at softening my skin and keeping it smooth for at least the next couple hours before I need to reapply again. And it's become kind of a general all-purpose moisturizer. I use it for the cuticles in my fingers, treating my eczema, any dry patches, removing my makeup sometimes if I'm kind of in a rush and I have nothing else to use, so I do love it. It is very good. Now we're on to the kind of random-y products. This is MAC Brush Cleanser. If you watched my Once Upon December vlogs, then you've seen the stack of empty bottles of this I have waiting to back to MAC. I have tried a couple of brush cleansers and I feel that this is still the best one. I put it in a little spray bottle and I spot clean my brushes as often as I remember to, probably not often enough. This is great. I go through this so quickly. Fortunately, it's about $20 in Australia, which is not too bad. I think a bottle probably lasts me like 2 months, something like that, so it's not too bad. And I probably use my brushes a ton more than the average bear because of all my blogging. Goldwell's Sleek Perfection. I use this if I want to straighten my hair, so I'll wash my hair, dry it, then I'll spray this throughout my hair, then straighten it, and it leaves my hair really silky. If I don't use this, I can tell a difference. It's very obvious to me. If I don't use it, my hair is kind of, I can't really run my fingers through it very easily, and my hair is long. It is like past my waist long. But if I do use it, my hair is really silky. So that is it for my 2012 favorites. I'm thinking of starting up monthly favorites / empty videos. I already do the empty videos, and I thought maybe if I include like 2 favorites at the start of the video, that might make it less depressing. I don't know, even though I love empty videos because I feel like it shows what I use, I don't think you ever get to see very interesting things like cool eyeshadows or highlighters and stuff, because am I ever going to finish an eyeshadow palette? I'd like to show you eyeshadows and highlighters and all sorts of makeup products that I really do enjoy using, and I might not finish it because I need to keep trying new ones. Anyways, do me a favor. How about you let me know what your favorite product of 2012 was, because I am really keen to try new products all the time, and I would love to know what you guys are loving right now. So until then, I will catch you in the next video. Bye!